When talking about Grand Seiko spring drive watches, there is a lot of love and a lot of hate, and fortunately also plenty of stuff in between. Today we have a look at the Grand Seiko Snowflake Blue, the SPGA 407 from Grand Seiko's Elegance collection. So officially Grand Seiko calls this the Snowflake Blue. Now for once Grand Seiko gives somewhat of a decent name to one of its watches instead of the usual numbers and letters bunch of naming, and still the watch community decided to give it another nickname. We really are never happy, are we? The Snowflake Blue has quickly been nicknamed the Skyflake instead. Now before we continue, let's go over all the essentials in the next 60 seconds. The stainless steel case has a 40.2mm diameter and a thickness of 12.8. The lug width comes in at 19mm. The dial has its roots in the 2005 Snowflake dial, which was inspired by a Seiko dial from 1971. As the name suggests, this dial has a touch of blue added to it. The brass dial is first die stamped, then silver plated, machined, drilled and finally printed. Mirror polished hands and indices are applied by hand. Start to finish, you're looking at around 80 steps that make up this dial. Now floating above the dial is a box-shaped sapphire crystal. As you will have noticed by now by the gliding seconds hand, the watch is powered by a Grand Seiko spring drive movement. Visible through the display caseback, we see caliber 9R65. It has a 72-hour power reserve and is accurate to approximately ±1 second a day. It features time, date, power reserve and stop second hand function. Now let's perhaps start with the dial. The Snowflake dial is of course not new to Grand Seiko. So if we look here briefly at the original Snowflake dial and then the Snowflake Blue dial side by side, you can see this blue is essentially the same dial with a splash of color added to it. The blue color is quite subtle at first glance here, however the color makes a big difference depending on how the light hits the dial, as you will see throughout the video here. If you haven't seen our video review of the standard Snowflake, definitely check that one out on the channel. There's lots of good macro footage in that one as well. Now, zooming in on the dial, you are greeted by perfection. So hands and indices are essentially flawless, but you know that already as you have seen Grand Seiko watches before by now. So this Skyflake dial with its hint of blue appears fresher and I would say even a bit more modern than the starker white Snowflake dial. It's an unusual dial color and I find it very interesting to look at. Now the case design for the Skyflake is of course also different from the standard Snowflake, and it works very well with the dial and those beautiful classic hands. It's a classic case design that is not new to Grand Seiko, and the diameter is just about perfect here for pretty much any wrist. This case is also in stainless steel, so not titanium of course, and the boxed crystal is a nice finishing touch if you ask me. Now flipping the watch over, you are of course greeted by another familiar friend, the spring drive caliber. Now this movement can be found in plenty of other Grand Seiko watches, including the traditional Snowflake. Now when talking spring drive, it gets a bit particular within the watch community. One side brushes it away as quartz technology, and the uninformed even accuse it of being battery powered. Now the other side then calls it the greatest watch movement of all time, the pinnacle of movement design. Now let me tell you, the truth sits nicely in the middle, but that makes for a less sensational headline, I guess. So the spring drive movement is powered just like a traditional mechanical movement by the unwinding of the main spring. no battery is used in a spring drive movement. Now, where it differs is how it regulates the unwinding of the spring. Traditional mechanical watches use a traditional escapement with the balance wheel that swings back and forth, producing the stop and go or the familiar tick and tack movement and sound. Now, with the spring drive, this is different. So spring drive does not tick, does not make any sound, as it uses magnetic force to create the braking instead. It uses a quartz oscillator to keep everything going steady. So not just any quartz, by the way. So quartz crystals are grown in-house at Seiko. Other big-name brands famously grow their own plants from which they cut little twigs and stems to use for movement finishing, for example. I guess Seiko at one point in time thought, well, that's cute, but here, hold my beer, and then started growing their very own quartz crystals instead. So in a nutshell, spring drive movement, analog, pretty much yes, quartz crystal, yes, but battery, no. Now, with all of that said and done, let's talk about the wrist experience here. On the wrist, it was love at first sight for me. So the size, the proportions and that dial color, it's essentially a home run here. So watching the seconds hand float around so uniquely further adds to the fun when wearing this. It wears quite a bit smaller than the original Snowflake to me. Of course, also being on a strap here, it wears even better according to me. Overall, this is a very compelling package and a great watch to add to any collection, big or small. Highly recommend that you check out this watch if you're interested in Grand Seiko, and if you're looking at getting a Snowflake, then perhaps also have a look at both of them, so at the white dial and the blue dial here, as they are two quite different watches.